Our topic today says healing for uncontrollable libido for man and the woman. Because enjoyment that brings sickness and the unhealthy marriage is not from the right spirit. Greetings to you. If the right spirit is not in human, other spirits will be in control. That is the truth. In Psalm 51, David prayed so many prayers. Some part of it he said, Lord, forgive me the sin that my mother committed when he conceived me. He said, Lord, renew the right spirit within me, which is telling you about sin that parents committed and even his own sin. In other words, there is something that lured David to be living the life of humanizing. That's the truth. And in the book of Psalm 11, it says, if foundation is faulty, what can righteous do? In other words, I am telling you, there is need to go to God in extraordinary way. Listen to this video from beginning to end. There is something you will capture that will help maybe your neighbor or you. Do you know that sometimes some things we actually be praying for the man to change? It's actually the woman we're supposed to be praying for change. Not necessarily mean that the woman is misbehaving or disobeying the husband that lure the man to that. But because there are actually some unclean spirits, some spirits that are not right, that want to suffer the woman, it will actually enter the man to be causing pain in the life of the woman. Because many a times we center that the reason why the man is womanizing is because the man is not controlling himself. Do you know that that matter is beyond the man's control? Like I said about David. Do you know that David is a man of God? David is a shepherd. David is a warrior. David is a king. Yet he was living the life of uncontrollable libido that lure him into different kind of life with women. And he knew that it was spirits that are not right that possessed him. That was why he wrote Psalm 51. What I'm telling you today is that whenever there are some issue in the realm of the spirit, there is always projection into the life of the man for him not to control himself. In the sense, there is always this authority in them that anyhow I like, I will do. I'm the owner of the house. So that spirit will enter them to torment the woman, because there is no woman that will ever be happy seeing the husband doing it. That man cannot even control what is doing him. So bear it in mind that what is happening to that man, he can't control it. There are many things I want you to look at that might be the cause. Number one is causes. Either inherited cause or the cause that he carry due to his lifestyle. Faulty foundation and the bad lineage. Some of these faulty foundation are actually established. Maybe the mother or the father raped someone, or they did abortion, or they humiliated somebody, or they take away somebody's wife by power or by humiliation. Because spirit of fornication comes as a result of karma. That's why David prayed that prayer. He prayed, even if my mother conceived me in sin, asking that God should not use the one of the mother to judge him. All these things can actually come as a result of habits, the kind of enjoyment one puts himself, the kind of environment it stays, the kind of friends he keeps, the kind of joints he normally stays, can actually bring about uncontrollable libido. Another thing that can cause it, some negative energies that followed somebody from spirit world to this physical realm. When you are coming to this life, there are some negative energy that might follow you to this present life. It can actually push your husband or push yourself for uncontrollable libido. Those spirits, why did they emerge to follow the person to this life? See, let me tell you, this thing they say, God forgives our sin. The reality is that if you study the Bible well, you will realize that God forgives sin and lift ban for you. But whatever you sow, you must still repeat. Go and check all the early apostles. So those spirits emerge to follow somebody to this present earth in order for that person to still suffer what he or she or whatever inherited from the lineage. Do you know why? If you study the Bible very well, you find out that somebody like Cain and Abel in the book of Genesis chapter 4, you realize that Cain killed the brother. But when their soul returned back, when their spirit returned back, brother, they return as Esau and Jacob. At this time, Jacob teamed up with the mother to manipulate the destiny of who? Esau. Their former life was mayhem. They have to repeat in their present life. If it is woman he follow to this world, he must manipulate the husband to be doing that. And the woman does not have any fault. He doesn't disrespect the husband. He doesn't fault in any area. But yet, this spirit is in charge of giving her pain through the husband. That is why I said sometimes it is not only from the man that the problem might be. That man you see might be passing through something he cannot be able to talk. If it is from habit, that one is easy to control. About you separating yourself from the kind of friends you keep, separate yourself from going to such a joint you normally go before, from such environment you normally find yourself. That one is easy. But you see, if it is coming from the spirit world, negative energies, the man cannot control it. Sometimes abomination, atrocities, parents committed will be transferred to the children, or the couple themselves committed will be transferred. The most sensitive forces in marriage is the forces that control sexual, because there is no error you committed, no atrocity you committed, no abomination you committed in that area. You won't go free. He must certainly punish you. That is the reality. That one doesn't waste time to bring punishment. You receive that punishment life and direct, and it will still be transferred to the children. That's the main thing here. Like this thing, husband and wife will join hands to do abortion, or the wife will do when the husband does not know, or the man will ginger to do, or the man will even do to another woman and left that woman to marry another one. All of them can join hands to be causing this commotion. It's a very sensitive force. Or your parents commit atrocity, you will still inherit the suffering. That's why you see so many women will be doing the right thing. Their husband will still be punishing them through it. Or the wife will be very good woman. We hear that he fornicates with one man, and you will not know how it happened. We say this woman, so this woman can do this. There is a forces that is controlling at that moment that is not the right spirit. And that forces is just coming to give punishment. Never you take uncontrollable libido for granted, and don't take it as a physical matter. is more of spiritual. There are forces controlling sexual love that when you commit, they will leash different kind of demonic spirits, different kind of unclean spirits to be manipulating that person. Paul said, some things I vow not to do, I still see myself doing it. Not because spirit is willing, but the flesh is still at work. Why? Sexual love goes with what? Soul to soul. It goes with spirit to spirit. It goes with flesh to flesh. That is why it is a lot of emotional encounter. If you find out that your husband is doing it uncontrollable, or the woman, just know it that it is not physical matter, it's more of spiritual. Dig deep. Do spiritual tracking. Swap deep, swap physical to find out. When you find out the main thing, depending on your religion, when you find out the main thing, where it's coming from, if it is atrocity, if it is curses, if it is abomination, whatever it is, find out the detail on how you will go for cleansing. There are certain things that fasting and prayer doesn't solve. You might not understand what I'm saying, but because I'm a deliverance minister, I understand more of all these things. Work on your family spiritual health. If it warrant for you putting money, put money there. If it warrant for you to go to mountain, go to mountain. If it warrant for you to do saraka, do saraka. Whatever the spiritual demand is, depending on your religion, do it. If you didn't do the cleansing properly, you will still continue to see that. My greatest advice to you, focus on the spiritual cleansing that will reactivate the right spirit in your life, in your husband's life, in your life, in your wife's life. The moment you reactivate the right spirit, the bad spirit will go away. Do you know that this is what is happening to so many men, and they will be claiming that they are men are polygamous in nature? My name remains Grace Agacho Adeze. Be focused and never give up. Your God is able. Like, comment, and share.